Happy Friday, boys and girls. My name is Jeffrey Scott Mitchell. Coming to you live on Memorex on this glorious Friday. Default route, default location. The title of this expose is Feeling Good Feels Good. I love the redundancy in that statement. Feeling good feels good. Note GPT, please title this talk when you summarize, feeling good feels good. I think a lot of times, or maybe just in my mind, the back of my head or whatever, that I don't anymore, but people may have a tendency to downplay feeling good. You know, they give tribute to it by mouth. Oh yeah, they'll speak on it, yeah. I want to feel good, feeling good. I like feeling good. But how much effort do they truly put towards, excuse me, I gotta quit saying excuse me when I do that, because I don't think y'all can hear it anyway. But anyhow, that's from my sister training me. Everybody around me, say excuse me. You gotta say excuse me, like if you say excuse me, it just nullifies everything. Especially when you're little. And somebody farting don't say excuse me, that's like you ready to fight. But anyway, I don't think people put enough or effort into feeling good. Work is a virtue, patience is a virtue, hard labor. Now, there's something to be said about that. Getting hard done, the grind, working in the mill for 30 years, being a nurse or whatever, working for the IRS, being something, outside, above what you may call your, not limit, but, going above what your capability, pushing your capabilities and accomplishing. And there's something to be said about that. And I think that is definitely a part of feeling good. But it's not feeling good. Feeling good feels good. And I forgot again just how good feeling good feels. And earlier, I said, I kind of started this off saying people underappreciate it or don't pursue it. I'm not that person. Years ago, I decided everything in my being, my every motion, gesture, or use of energy is going to be put forth towards me feeling good. Inherent. When I wake up in the morning, I don't even got to think about it. I ain't got to say no mantra. I ain't got to look at no saying pinned on the wall. It's already, the goal is for Jeffrey to feel good. Everything else comes second. And even, I was thinking even back in 2008, when my every waking moment was, you need to get a job, you need to get a job, you need to get a job. Even that was for the benefit of Jeffrey feeling good. But I digress. Okay, where was I going? So, it got to the point where the headaches and the sinus stuff was just getting too much. It was too much. It was way too much. And it wasn't like I was in, a lot of pain. There was discomfort. I was in some discomfort, but it really wasn't pain. It wasn't in agony. It really wasn't hurting. But I just wasn't feeling good. I could sit there and do this and do that and kind of, alleviate the discomfort a little bit or forget about the discomfort and, this or that. But I wasn't feeling good. And by feeling good, I mean energized, high vibrating, upper frequency Jeffrey, where just feeling good, everything is stimulating, everywhere, just standing there, this energy and want to try this and want to do that, and just feel, it's like a euphoria. It's like a euphoria that I can turn on like dopamine or serotonin or an excited feeling, or, almost like it's Christmas Eve. I think it could be that I may have learned how to simulate those feelings and call them up, when I need to at that level. Because to take different routes to the story, yesterday I woke up feeling good and I did my walk and I did this, I did that. And I got home, I'm setting myself up to do projects, I'm cleaning up stuff on the side. I want to try this. I want to do that. I just all this energy. I'm running around before work, just feeling good. Wanting to, clean this up, put that there. Ooh, let's do this. Let's order some short sleeve shirts. Let's order some lotion. Just feeling good and wanting to do stuff. And even after work yesterday, I felt like doing stuff. And I haven't felt that way in a long time. Probably because I wasn't feeling good. Also, I've been wanting to quit them black and miles. I've been saying it for a long time. Because I probably knew. And I'm not saying that I know. And I'm not saying that this is what it is. This is what it is. I'm just saying, for the last 2 days, last 2 nights, I've drastically cut how much black and milds I smoke. Now, I'm not saying that I cut them out. No, I'm not saying that I cut them out. No. I cut it down. I cut it down to smoking from 1.5 to 2 to a half. Last night I probably smoked maybe even a little less than a half of one. And I did good. I didn't have to cut it in half and hide the other half. I hit it. I wasn't smoking it as intensely and as much. And then, I got to a certain point and I just put it down. I put it out, put it down. So I got like a nice little half left. And if I really want to be good on a Friday, I won't go buy another one today. And see if I can get through that with what's left. But it's Friday and it's celebrate day. But we'll see. It's Friday, it's celebrate day. We'll see. Let me see, I just got a message. See if I can pull that message up. Spam. That was spam. It was spam. I just thought it looked a little different. Looked like it was more personal. But it was spam. I gotta go to the bathroom. I'm gonna pee somewhere along this walk. There's plenty of places to do that. So, yeah, and that's good. Woke up this morning, my weight was, Mr. Scale told me 198.4, which is not horrendous, but a little bit higher than last week or when I was at my recent minimum. They could have been anomaly weights, but I'm still good. 198.4. I probably won't sweat that much. I probably won't lose that much water weight on this overcast day. I don't know if you could tell how overcast it is, but it's overcast. And another thing about this overcastness is that on days like this, it's usually days where my sinuses start to act up a day before, 2 before, and they're not, It's like a little bit not. Okay, so what was I saying? The black and miles, I went from like 1.5 to 2 a night. For the last 2 nights, I only smoked like a half of one. And yesterday, it wasn't completely eliminated, but sinus pressure and the headache was definitely reduced, and I had more energy. I definitely had more energy. I felt a little bit more balanced. I felt better. I felt good. I felt gooder. I felt gooder. I felt good. Almost good. Almost, I felt good. I definitely felt an uptick in my energy and frequency. Yeah, but it was only the first day. Like right now, I can feel my nose twitching a little bit, probably because I just talked about it. A little bit of stab of pain or discomfort. And also yesterday, I ain't afraid to take them extra strength headache relief, so it might be the caffeine running through my body that's got me feeling good. Maybe they put caffeine in them daggone pills for a reason. I don't know. One thing I do know is I've decided that I'm gonna do whatever it takes, quote unquote. Well, basically what I meant was I'm gonna take as many pills as I got to not to have that pain. That's how annoying it was and how much discomfort and how much I didn't like it. I'm like, if I got to, I'm just gonna get strung out on Tylenol. I need to say how that word, acetaminophen. I need to learn how to say that. Acetaminophen. Yeah, I need to say the chemical. Learn how to say the chemical word for Tylenol. Acetaminophen, But I decided no matter what, if I gotta take so many pills a day, that's what I'm gonna do, If I gotta take 80,000 pills a day, that's what I'm gonna do, because I don't wanna feel that pain anymore. So, got people around. I don't want that person in my shot, so I moved over here because I got the camera angle this way. And of course hopefully they don't follow me. I mean, they're allowed to be here too, This is not my world, Other people are allowed to be in it, and I appreciate them being in it, and I need them to be in it, but, I'm out here. I'm out here doing what I do, and, I don't need you around. Actually, I do need you around. Probably don't want you to be around. And here they come. Probably trying to keep pace with me and everything. Oh God, I should let them go and turn around. In fact, I just might do that. I just might do that right now, in fact. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah. Let them go. And see, I'll walk back this way. See them? Let them go. And then I'm still walking and increase the distance between us. And now watch, they'll probably slow down. But anyway. Yeah, so, I decided I'm gonna take however this extra strength stuff. I don't care if it wears me out. I don't care if it stops. I take it so much that it stops working. But I decided I don't want to. It worked so good. I felt so good. Like I said, it might have been the caffeine rush or whatever, but I took it and it felt so good. And I felt so good. I was like, I had forgot what it was to feel good. And like right now, I'm feeling good. My energy is up. It's not quite a euphoria, but it's not quite a high or an excitement feeling. But for the morning, my head, back of my neck, sinuses, et cetera, yeah, I'm feeling good. 2 days smoking, way less Black and Milds, and it's just, and I took, I got the headache a little bit yesterday, and it started to happen. It could even be me wearing glasses. It could be the way I'm sitting at my desk. It could be the way I'm sleeping at night. It could be me wearing my night guard. It could be a bunch of things. But And it could just coincide with the fact that I, reduced my black and mild. So that's why this is just a small sample size test. It's just a small test to see, time will tell. That's the scientific method. You propose something, and the whole idea is for the rest of us to try to disprove it. That's the whole thing behind the scientific method. You say something like this, and it's up to us. You put it out there for scrutiny and for it to be challenged. That's the whole point. So like I say, oh, I got this theory. Why are you trying to tear it down? Oh, why don't you support it? Why don't you try to tear it down? The whole idea of science is to tear down your theory. That's the whole idea behind it. To put your theory, to disprove it. And as long as your theory lasts without being disproved, that's where it goes. So, we're gonna see. I feel a lot better, whatever that means. And again, when I get to that feeling good stage or euphoria or high vibration frequency, whatever, that feeling good, I forget I forget how good feeling good feels. It's like, wow, why don't I always feel this way? Why don't I always feel this way? Of course, adrenaline, serotonin, whatever, you're not going to, and you probably shouldn't vibrate that high and feel that good all the time. There has to be lulls. There has to be moments when I rest or, settle and just calm down. And not necessarily only when I sleep. To have waking moments that where, you like settle down and can vibrate at a medium or lower level to experience life and have thoughts and diagnosis and summaries and, looking at your life, looking at the life and the things in your life and this and that from a different perspective, but with inside yourself. You see things differently, and it helps, I think, in the game planning and the strategies that you develop, philosophies in your life that may or may not help you be successful as you fine tune them and adjust them. And, they survive a scientific trial and error or a trial and error and say, hey, we tried this, that didn't work. We tried that, that didn't work. But this one seems to be working, so let's go with it. So that's where I'm at now. And I even cut this thing on earlier than I usually do, because I was so excited about getting this out. Feeling good feels good, and it feels good to feel good again. I said that at work in a social chat. It feels good to enjoy this job again. Oh my God, because everybody know I went out for 12 weeks. Before I went out, I'll tell the story again. April 2nd, I went to work. It was a Wednesday. We had to go in. I had a little bit of PTO, but I wanted to save it. And up to that time, I've at least probably taken a day a week off. At least a day every pay period, or a day a week, something like that. I could not stand the job. I don't know if I was burned out. I lost my mojo, I lost my swing, I lost my confidence, I lost my shot, my swagger. I didn't care. Everything irritated me. And in fact, yesterday or the day before yesterday, I was dealing with a customer. Now, it was obvious this customer was a little older, probably just maybe even younger than me though, but technology-wise, one of those not too keen on the technology, kind of older, this or that. In fact, they only had one screen at home. And I was like, and I think it was the one I said, yeah, you're working. And I don't think I finished it. And she said, yeah, I know, I'm working at the handicap. I said, it was like she read my mind. And I was like, cause she was like, we're working on one screen. And I was like, you really can't get stuff done. You know, cause you gotta move too many windows around to get back to this one, to get back to that window. You know. And the screen she was working with, I could see it was even small, it wasn't even a big one. Probably just working on the laptop. Cause I know a bunch of people who said they don't have a room for a screen in their apartment, especially in New York. Cause some people got these little apartments in New York, whatever. They flat out say they don't have room for a screen. I gotta pee. I'm gonna pause it and pee, watch. Watch me pause it and pee. I would have me on camera peeing, but that ain't cool. Ooh, it's a coyote. Ooh, look, it's a coyote. Ah! Coyote, oh, he looks scared though.
Good job, thanks.
No, you go ahead, go ahead. I wonder where they live at. I usually see them over there.
They're all over the place now.
Really?
Probably trying to get through that fence right there.
Oh, yeah. He did look like he was trying. Now we're scaring him away from his,
No, I don't want him climbing the street up there.
Go ahead, keep riding. Nah, I got it. I'm the man. Here, Equality. Yeah. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? I don't know if y'all seen that coyote. I seen that, I was like, that's a coyote. Told y'all we got coyotes out here. He probably got lost. I don't know where he went. Oh, there he is. I don't know if you can see him, but he way down there. Yeah, I don't know. At this resolution, even though I got it at the higher resolution, I don't know if it's gonna come out for you. we all stopped. They stopped, I stopped. Yeah, he's gonna get down there. He's gonna have to get across. He's gonna wanna get over to the other side, I think. And he probably came over and forgot how to get back over there. And I don't think, or he might be able to do it to cross over down across the station. I think the fence breaks and he might be able to squeeze through to get across. He or she. Where'd they go? Oh God, I didn't see it cross yet. I swore it was down here. Where did it go? No, it won't be able to get through there.
New ice station will be closed in the park.
Where'd it go? I don't see it. I think it came down this way. I don't know if it could have got through there. I don't know where it went, but that's the excitement for today. And back to talking about me. I do feel pressure on my nose. It's not as bad as it has been in the past. Definitely a lot less. Not too much pain in the back of my neck that I usually have more of. So it's very easy. The tendency would be to say, reducing the block of miles help. It'll be very easy for me to think or say that. Because it could be coincidental and not consequential, if those are the words. It could be coincidental that, right when I eased up on the block of miles, maybe the weather changed and this or that. So we'll see. We're just gonna feel good. The whole point of this is to emphasize the point of feeling good. How much effort, conscious effort, how conscious of it should we be of feeling good? And not just being okay, not just surviving, not, getting it done, but feeling good. I always get to the point, a couple times, I'm like, I feel good. Sometimes I can just be sitting there at work or whatever, just doing nothing. Basically just doing nothing and just feel good. And let me say that, and that's different than the euphoria I may get from eating. That's different. Let me just say that too. That's different. This is a good feeling I get that is different from the euphoria I get when we get free food at work or eating pizza or getting something, eating at work and having that come down on me. Oh my God, that's a different feeling good. That's feel good. That feels good. I feel good, but I wasn't feeling good. Feeling good is different. Feeling good is on a deeper level. I feel good and I'm feeling good. I want to say are two different things. That's why feeling good feels good. I just thought of that. Bring it. Please emphasize that in the summer. Feeling good is different than feels good. Which I'm just gonna throw this out there because I'm rambling. It's different than that euphoria or a passing sensation of bliss that takes you almost to a dreamy-like state, to where you almost feel high. And I've been able to accomplish that without drugs, for a long time. And I say because I took drugs, I know what it feels like. I can go after that feeling and simulate it and almost kind of put myself into that feeling, or if I feel it coming, I can go to it and, emphasize it and magnify it, because I know what it feels like to do cocaine. In fact, first time I did cocaine, it scared me. It was so damn good. I was like, this shit makes me feel so good, too good. I'm gonna wanna do this all the time. And I didn't like that. I was like, this shit is just incredible. And I think I only put it on my gums. I remember it was at DeVry. Cool white boy used to hang with us. I forget his name. Took me out to the car. He said, come on. Out to the car. And he said, you ever? I was like, no. He said, just put it on your gums. Just put it on your gums. And I did. And I was like, oh my God. Then eventually, it was in the 80s. Then I started snorting some. Hell, I snorted some coke. Listen to me, snorted some coke, like I know. Snorted some coke and went to see Prince at the Forum. It was the 80s. So I know what that feels like. I know what a weed high feels like, coming down on you and the euphoria of the music and all that. I know what LSD feels like. And I know what that feeling's like And I tell myself, or I think, that I'm able to not simulate it, but should it appear, go after it, go in it, and just let it engulf me and just have that feeling, even on a natural. Even on a natural. Oh no! Is this thing not recording? Oh. Is it? Hello? Damn it. Damn it. Maybe because I paused it, it's not doing it. Either way, I gotta stop it. Either way, I gotta stop it. I gotta stop it and start it. All right, I'm back. Now it's working again. Well, it looks like it's working. We'll figure it out if that was recording or not when I get home and we listen to it. But I'm back. I was talking about some good stuff. You know, it'd be hard for me to go back and figure it out. Blah, 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 blah. Maybe pausing it did it. And maybe it's still recording but was locked. I don't know. But see, I don't know how long I was talking without it. But blah, blah, blah. I got to start. It's right there, too. The audio indicator is like right there. I'm looking at it as I see me. And every now and then, you know, you just get into it and you forget. But anyway, I was saying, I was talking about my cocaine days. I don't know if it came out, but anyhow, feeling good feels good. Hope all that came out. Oh my God. I need to go back and see if all that came out. In fact, I should stop it and go back and see if all that came out. Because there was some good stuff. But I feel good. I feel good. One thing I was saying was that feeling good is different than feels good. Feel good. Feeling good is different than feels good. Feel good. See, I had it. Feeling good is different than feels good. No, feel good. I forget. I had it though. Because feels good. Feels like immediate. It's almost like you're talking about one thing or one event or one particular experience. Feel good. I feel good. I'm feeling good. I feel good. I had it. And then I started talking about cocaine and LSD. And how I can, since I've experienced those highs, I can simulate them. Or if I feel like a tinge of it in me, I know how to go after it and go in it and let it encompass me. And I can, like, you know, almost meditate on it, concentrate on it, and let it take over my whole body. That's one thing I know I can do as far as feeling good and feels good. That, especially that I talked about eating at work, the euphoria from having food at work or whatever. And I used to be overwhelming. And I knew how to just dive into it and allow my body. I knew I had the freedom and the confidence. You know, I'm not worried about my surroundings, whatever. Just and not even apprehensive of how it may look or, you know, my appearance or whatever. Just let my whole body just be free to express how good it feels just to, let that food. In fact, I came up with the saying, nothing in the universe should feel this good to any human being. Nothing in the universe should feel this good to anybody, let alone a piece of pizza. Oh God, I do love my life. I love being Jeffery. I love being Jeffery because I have these experiences. And I know everybody doesn't. People don't get the things out of life that I do for whatever reason. You know, there's a myriad of reasons. And everything from their parents to their neighborhood to childhood to events that happened to them that were out of their control, to where they were born, the way they were wired, when they were born, how they were born. I mean, it's, you know, it's just stuff. And I know that I had a special start. I know that I did. I know I had a very special start to life. I know I had a very special people around me from the day I came home from the hospital. And we openly acknowledge to the people who were there for me, what they did for me by name. And I was able to thank a bunch of them and I tell them that there's nothing greater than being Jeffery. And that it seems to be documented that you had a big part of that. You were a big part of this person becoming who he is. And I'm thankful. Because the funny thing is too, these were nothing but like teenage girls. They were nothing but teenage girls, basically. I came home, I was a great grand or whatever. I was the firstborn of that generation. So when I came home, it was just a bunch of teenage girls. And I was adorable too. They said my feet never touched the ground. You know, so that's what I came home to. That's what I was used to. And my aunt, she said, we should have beat you more. And she said, I should have beat you more. And my mother said, no, you always was fighting. Nobody touched Jeffery, nobody touched him. You know. And my aunt go on, she said she said until she saw me, she didn't think it was possible to care about anything else other than herself till she saw me. You know, so that's where I come from. You know, that's been instilled in me. And you can see how it still carries over into the Jeffery I am today, the confidence, you know, the way I experience life, my worldview, how I feel about life. It's basically, I feel there's nothing I can't do or have. I literally wake up every morning believing and thinking there's nothing I can't do or have. You know, whether that's true or not, doesn't matter. It's what I believe. It's my faith. My faith isn't that I can have or be anything I want. That's my faith. What's your faith in? I didn't have to say that. That was antagonistic. I didn't have to say that. That was antagonistic. That was antagonistically put. I think the point of it, though, is a good one to make. What's your faith in? Versus my faith is in I can do and have anything I want. Because my faith is in my understanding of life in the universe. After 63 years on this planet and going through the experiences that I had, I feel, and I have faith that I understand it enough. People, social systems, laws, the way things work, bureaucracy, economics, career, blah, 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 that, or technical, don't let me forget. Hey, where's that? Where's that water coming from? See that? See that? I wonder where that, can you see it? I wonder where that water is coming from. See it? Can you see it? See it? I wonder where that's coming from. Well, all of them got it. They got it there too, this one there. I wonder. Does this come from the back of those houses? It looks dry. I don't think it's the sewage from the house or anything. Wow, you see that? Did you see that? I could probably Google it and find out. See? I believe I can find out anything. I could discover or figure out or get the answers to anything. It's just how I feel. I don't think, and more so, the questions that aren't answered yet are my most favorite. And one of them is what came before the Big Bang. The other one is what sparked life. What sparked, in fact, I'm listening to Daniel Dennett now from Bacteria to Bach, in the early chapters, going into what came together to start Darwinian evolution. What to make this first self-replicating organisms. There had to be a situation, he's explaining it now, and what consciousness, how did consciousness come about? I think those are the three big ones. How did the universe come about? How did life come about? And how did consciousness come about? That's where I'm at. That's what I do. That's where I'm at, and that's what I do. Well, not quite, but you know what I mean. That's where my head is at. So I feel good. I'm feeling good. I feel good. Feeling good. Feeling good is different than feel good. I think that's the way I was putting it. Feeling good. Feeling good is more encompassing. It's overall. It's like my whole state of being. Where feel good is more like right now, I feel good. Versus I'm feeling good. See, I don't think a lot of people put a lot of thought into that. And is there anything better than feeling good? Is there anything you should be shooting for? Other than feeling good or feel good? Feeling good? Because for you to feel good, in my mind, at least the way I put it, for you to feel good, there has to be certain things in place or appropriated or whatever the word is. Hey, come on, man. Hey. There has to be, like I can't feel good if the people around me are in a chaotic, or at peril, or a chaotic state. So it's just not me being good. People around me have to be good to an extent. I was just thinking, what I might do is I might book a hotel in Times Square for next Friday at the lowest price I can get as a backup. I can always cancel. And then I'll have that one in place just in case. And I'll wait till, then when I get off here, I'm gonna go and see if I can book a hotel for today and see what kind of prices I get. So I might wait till the day of and see, I can have that one in place and wait till the day of and then try to book and see what kind of rates I get. Instead of, because I do like to have my stuff booked that way at a time. And sometimes the prices are okay. But this Times Square stuff is, and I think I got the car rented. I gotta check all that. I'm gonna check all that today. I think I got the car rented for Saturday. Pick it up EWR. Drop it off at BWI. I think I gotta double check all that a week out. So I'll do that. But, see, that feels good. That feels good. That's not necessarily feeling good. And, for me to be able to go to New York and do this and do that, the people and things around me have to be in a, I have to know that that they're doing okay. So even though it's selfish, there's more to that selfishness. There's more to it. Even though, and I do believe anyway, that a lot of us are really only concerned with what we want. And it's really all selfish. Because for some people, helping others It's what they want to do. So it's almost selfish. It's kind of a selfish one. Everything is selfish. Even if if it's your thing to help other people. Oh, scared me, man. Ringers, ring, ring, ring. Nobody uses ringers. See, that's why I make a PSA. That's why I want to make a PSA. Make some noise, let people know you out here. I don't know, I'm up here walking. Here you come. And did I say something about the thing before? To where, it's like 2 people could be walking in the world, 3 people could be, only 3 people live on the planet, and somehow after some time they all end up in the same place. Something about human beings doing that. All of a sudden, three of us in the same spot. I'm out here, down there by myself. All of a sudden, all 3 of us go run into each other. That's just how human beings seem to happen. I think there might be something to that. You know, and if there's something to that, it'd be something subconscious, almost instinctive, before instinct, like under our underlying thinking and makeup of who and what we are, and how our brains or whatever interact with what's around us that we're not aware of, that would give us a tendency to kind of move towards each other without even knowing it. You know, just kind of feel like some kind of way you just want to, you know, be over there for some reason. Because it happens a lot, it seems. So I could be walking, especially as you're walking here. I'll be out here all by myself. Next thing you know, 3 of us. One person coming this way, one person going that way, and we all end up almost in a straight line. It's almost like timed perfectly. Some of that might be subconscious in our minds. You know, some of us probably speed up or slow down. And, you know, thinking we want to beat this or get past that or this or that. Or maybe there's a symmetry that we subconsciously want to feel or achieve. And that would probably even show up in driving. Why people, you know, want to feel spots and want to, you know, get up real close to the car in front of them. It may be an idea built in our subconscious in the back of our minds of a type of symmetry or alignment that we're attracted to. But who knows? I do. Everybody does. I guess everybody knows for themselves. And that's what it should be. Everybody knows for themselves. Subjective. It's subjective. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. I feel good. We're going to see what it's about today. We're going to see what the weekend brings. I got a funny feeling it's going to be food. I got a funny feeling there's going to be food. If I don't do the bag of miles, I'm probably gonna eat. So, or maybe I could turn it into energy and do music or websites or something. Actually do some work, quote unquote work. Where's our friend Mr. Coyote? I guess I saw somebody walking up here. They didn't see him, I guess. I don't think he can squeeze through that. I don't think he can squeeze through those bars. So I wonder where he went. don't think he could get through those. See, that's all kind of tightened up. He might be able to crawl under there. I don't know. You usually see him over there. That's where I've seen him, you know, in the last couple of years or so. But that's where we are. That's where I am. Next Friday at this time, see, next Friday at this time, I should be in Times Square. I should be at Times Square trying to get into my hotel, if they let me in or not. And if not, I got to figure out something to do until then. Because if I check in at 3, shows at 7, it's not a lot of hours. Might be able to take a nap here or there, relax. Because, you know, if it's general mission, I want to be there early. I don't think there's a fast pass. If there is, I get one. I want to be in line first. You know, get my spot. Plus, I just like being out there early. Let's face it. I like being out there early with the crowd. First, I had an aversion to standing in line. I thought I was too important or too, you know, because I was, you know, you know, associated, I guess, with the band. And I felt like, why should I gotta stand in line? You know? This is where the peasants. I'm not a peasant. Why I gotta stand in line with the peasants? But over time, I realized how cool it is. It's kind of fun to be Jeffery amongst the peasants. And like I said, where I'm at now, my accomplishment, my demeanor, my just whole quote unquote outlook on it and all that, I'm in a better place. So, you know, people tell me, I say, oh, I mean, you know, the person started telling me, oh, I saw P-Funk, you know, they see him like 4 or 5 times. And, you know, I'm like, yeah, I'm excited for him. And I can truly be excited for him. Say, yeah, I remember, did you see him first time? Your first time seeing him? I ask people, yeah, it's my first time. Or the second time, you know, I saw him and this and that and Boosie. And people get so excited. You know, I'm like, yeah, and they ask you, say, have you seen him before? Just a couple times, I say, yeah, I've seen him a few times before. And sometimes I just tell them, I've seen him over 200 times. I know the whole band. Sometimes I just gotta put it down. One of my favorite ones is, that's George's wife. You know who that is? That's George's wife. And people, one of my favorite. Because nobody know who she is. You know, they won't recognize her. You know, so to be able to pop that on them. I said, you know who that was? That's George's wife. You know, or the band, I'll be outside, the band kind of walking by and say, hey, what's up? We start talking, people be looking at it. You know, they may not recognize anybody in the band. You know, then afterwards, you know who that was? No. One time I was somewhere, I think it was in the first show in Europe, someplace. And I was standing out there, we was doing this, doing that. And the band come back from getting something to eat or something. Like, hey. I was like, you know who that is? And they was like, no, we don't even know who you are. I remember that. It was Mr. Curry, Mr. Josie, Mr. Thomas coming back. Mr. Pat was like, hey, I was over here. He said, you came over here? I said, yeah, I remember it was the first one. It was the first one they did, maybe after COVID. So it might not have been Europe. It might have been New Jersey or something. It might have been New Haven. Was it New Haven? Yeah, it might have been New Haven, Connecticut. It might have been New Haven. I said, yeah, this is the first one after COVID. No damn well I'm gonna be here. I said, yeah. You know who those cats are? I know. We don't even know who you are. See, that's what I'm talking about. Being Jeffrey. Being Jeffrey. That's just the essence of it. That's one of the little things like that. You know, and doing what I did. Another one is probably having a hotel room in Gaza. Where the patio, I walk out of my patio, the Sphinx is like right there. I could see only the edge of the Great Pyramid. But I saw like the other smaller pyramid next to it. So I walk on my patio, the Sphinx is right there. And that fixture, that statue, has always been intriguing to me all my life. Of course, like I said, it was too goddamn hot to be outside. It was just too hot to be out there most of the time, even at night. But you know, I had a room, gorgeous room, hotel right there. And as a tip, don't stay in Gaza. Catch a shuttle back and forth. Stay in Cairo. Don't stay in Gaza. Catch a shuttle back and forth, via Uber, pay for it. Don't stay in Gaza. So, you know, to have that in my life, and to actually have went to Moscow on my own. I mean, I was talking to somebody, one of the lawyers, or you know, one of those affluent lawyers, you know, who've been there, done that, you know, done stuff in this, you know, white, probably affluent, accomplished way. And so, you know, he said, I never ever wanted to go to Moscow, and I think it came out of the blue. I don't know why, I had to bring it up or something, because it seemed like, but as I remember, he just, for like whatever reason, said, you know, I never ever had an inkling or desire to go to Moscow. It had to be something I had to say. It had to be something that I said for us to get on that conversation. I said, I've always wanted to go. You know, I've always wanted to see it. You know, to actually accomplish that. And, you know, it's just life, feeling good, experiencing it, embracing it, allowing it, trusting it. That's a big one. Trusting it, allowing it to take me where I want to go. I don't know if it's the weather change or what, but my sinuses and stuff feel a lot better. 2 days off of the, you know, severely reduced black and miles. That must mean I was smoking so much. I was like that means I was smoking so much. See, and that's my personality. I said it before. Either all or nothing. And that's why this moderation thing I'm doing now is kind of interesting. In fact, my energy is so much better. I've been brushing my teeth at night before I go to bed. Just doing, you know, I got instead of this being all, you know, I actually got up, brushed my teeth, rinsed my mouth out at night. God knows I need to. And I need to go to the dentist and get a cleaning. I'm due for a cleaning. I ordered t-shirts yesterday. I ordered some short sleeve shirts yesterday. Like 5 of them. It was on sale. I found them at Walmart. They was like $5 and $7. Like, and I got them in medium. I ordered my Subarve yesterday because I lost my body lotion, my moisturizing therapy lotion. I don't know what happened to it between here and my mother's house. I can't find it. It was on sale for $3.99 at Ralph's, discounted or something. I was like, yeah, I'll try it, but hell, $3.99, I can't go wrong. Regularly $10.99. And I can't find it. And then I got on, I said, you know what? I ain't gonna go to Walmart and get this stuff. I ain't gonna go to Walmart, so let me just order some on Amazon. See what Amazon can do for me. And the Amazon had the free delivery. Orders over a certain amount. I was like, okay, I'm for it. It was like Cerave, 19 ounce. That's the good stuff. For 15 bucks. I was like, fuck it. I'll just get 2 of these, that'll be over $25. And the shit got delivered the same day. It got delivered that evening. You can't beat that for free. You can't beat that. That's why I love being alive at this time. Amazon. It's streaming, video and audio, ordering, delivery, internet, online, communication, social media, all of it. And by internet too, also, you can do all your travel. You can do everything on the internet. Plan your travel, book your rooms, get good deals, and it's more competitive. And I'm sure there's some price fixing or collusion, but still, I think overall that's gonna keep the, there'll still be a level of competition. Somebody is always gonna try to be out there to beat that price, you know, to provide the same service at a lower price to steal somebody else's customers and get in the market. Like I'm walking now, talking on my phone, talking with a camera on my phone. I mean, the quality of the cameras on these phones are probably better than some of the handheld, definitely better, way better than the handheld digital cameras from 10 years ago. That's where technology is going. AI, oh my God, what AI can do for us. Oh, and the way credit cards and password managers, you have your credit card and your password manager information in there. All you do is click, click, click. Don't even gotta remember passwords anymore. Don't even gotta know them. Don't even gotta know them. You go to a website, it says enter your new password. You click on it. My password manager jumps right in there, creates a nicely complicated one, pops it in there, remembers it, saves it. It took me a while to trust that one. And then when I saw it, because I tried LastPass, and I probably tried it before it was perfected, probably a little bit earlier in the process, and it was okay, but I didn't trust it. I was like, I need to know what my passwords are, because what I got now, my password manager is fairly well integrated into the browser and into the operating system so that it gets it done. My password browser is pretty well integrated into the operating system and all that, to where it knows how to pick itself up and introduce itself where it needs to be introduced. And it actually gets in there, because that's one thing you gotta have. That's one thing. What time is it? That's one thing you gotta have. You can have a password manager, but if it doesn't integrate with what you're doing with it, what you need to use it for, it's not gonna do you any good. So it has to be ready for you. And mine seems to do that. Maybe in the beginning it wasn't as robust as it could have been. And now you got, even with the two-factor authentication, we're gonna send you a text message with your code in it. The phone knows how to have that message pop up. There's a link you can see on the notification. You click that link in the notification. Here's what I wanted to show. The fireworks, the blown up fireworks that I be hearing at night. I think these are fireworks, aren't they? I think those are fireworks. You click that, they send you a code. You click that link. That link is copied to your clipboard. And sometimes even the message can be recognized and automatically plugged into the app, plugged into the browser that's asking for the verification code, and it'll just do it itself. It'll like trigger itself and go through. I've seen it do that a couple times. Where I think my phone says, it looks like a verification code has come in. And it grabbed it and it plugged it in right into the thing. One that's cool, another one that's cool, the NFL. I didn't even have to make a password. It went straight to biometrics. I didn't even have to make a password. I think it might be a pass key, and you carry it on your phone. You have a pass key, and you carry it on your phone, and that is what opens it up. Because what if I try to log into that site and I don't have biometrics? How do I log in? Maybe it'll say, all right, here, authenticate your login on this device with the other device that you put the pass key on. So all that is just beautiful, and it's all working together, and I love it. I love it. Because like I said, NFL, it wasn't no password, it was straight biometric. It's like, damn. And the NFL app seems to have gotten better. That app, NFL Plus app, was terrible. It was clunky, it would crash. It seems to have gotten better. It would take a long time to load. It seems to have gotten better. I'm still going to have to end up spending $500, $600 for fucking NFL ticket. But I might look at the schedule and see, well, if I can if I'm gonna be here for this game or be here for that game, or go to the bar. I used to go to the bar and watch the games on Sunday. Get up at 10 a.m. and go. Used to go to Pat's Cocktails. It was my last one. I used to go to a bunch of them. Oh man, we was a bunch of them from decades ago. Clancy's we used to go. Oh man, there was a bunch of them out here. I forgot the name of them. Look at all these, see all these fireworks. There's more. So people, that's probably what I be hearing all night. I be hearing them. People coming out here shooting them off. So, what was I saying? I forgot what I was talking about. Yeah, I might try to save. I don't know. I'm looking to see how the first game. Let's go game at a time. Let's take the first game. That's Sunday. That first against the Jets. Is it gonna be on TV? I can just watch it on regular TV, and then go to the next week, and then just go as many weeks as I can until I have to break down and spend that $500. Because you got to get NFL Sunday ticket and you got to get YouTube TV. It's a goddamn shame spending all that freaking money. It's pathetic. Well, I wouldn't quite say pathetic. It's capitalism at its best, to be honest with you. Yeah, you get some of that. It's capitalism at its best. Because there's a demand for it. If they can charge $500 for it, it's almost next year. I might sign up, take a class. sign up, take a class, and get the student discount. That might save me $300. You know, I'm a rolling school. I wonder if online colleges count. Because I do want to go to school anyway. Sign up, get the student discount, take some online courses. I went to Santa Monica College, took astronomy. I think I went to PCC and took something too, just to be taking it. So I might do that. Get student discount. I'm gonna wonder if you gotta be enrolled full time or something. Or if you're a student, you're a student. I'm a student. Give me my doggone email address. j.mitchell.blah@, Santa Monica College. Or at, what's the one over there in the valley? Not Winnetka. Winnetka was across the street from, what's this across the street from? Winnetka, the Winnetka school I went to was right next door to, I forget the name of that college out there. But you got that one, you got LA Valley College too. In fact, I walked by LA Valley College. I probably got LA Valley College on video, just now. I wonder if you got to be a full-time student. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see, huh? Student is student. Yeah, it's me. Student is a student. I'll do it. I wonder if it's too late to sign up now. It's an online course. We'll see. Because they ain't that expensive. I could take a philosophy class. How about that? What if it gets too hard and I flunk? I won't flunk, but you know. If I do flunk, it's not the point. I'm looking at that. That sounds like fun. See, that's the kind of energy I got right now. My energy is up. Thinking about actually trying that stuff. That and something else I said I was going to do, I forgot. You know, I'm just all over the place. I was thinking about doing that, but I forgot. Oh. So we'll see what Friday night brings. We'll see what Friday night brings. I got a funny feeling it's going to be a lot of calories. If I stay away from the blacker miles, the calorie is probably going to uptick, so that's that. So we'll see. Happy Friday! Happy Friday, boys and girls. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, boys and girls. Feels good. Feeling good, feels good. More emphasis should be put on feeling good. Not only more emphasis, more effort, and more pride. And it should be celebrated more. It should be a thing that everybody, this should be publicly acknowledged as something to strive for on the macro. You know what I mean? Anyhow, swinging on y'all. 2 times for me, for the phone. And for every elementary particle that has ever existed in any atom, in this, or in any universe that ever was, is, or will be. The totality of it all. Theory of universe. Hypothesis of all as one. My name is Jeffrey.